shit up, I swear.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trak Beats. We back with another episode of the TrakWolf GodCast. Today we got my mans in the building.
Savage the producer, this that savage shit, you already know what it is.
Y'all know what time it is. When we get into these discussions about recent subjects, what's going on, sports, music, and a little bit of everything. But today we're gonna start off talking about this protest that's going on. How you feel about George Floyd and these protests taking place all over the world right now?
Don't get me wrong, this fucked up black man dad to spark this whole epidemic. But what about the other black people that died from cops and shit? Like, I don't know, it's just, what about the other people? What about the motherfucker and kids who go missing and shit? Why ain't no protest about that? That's a good question for y'all. Why is there no protest when kids go missing?
329, the number of missing children in Virginia. 13-year-old Selena Salazar from Portsmouth has been missing since April 15th.
We see kids that are coerced and manipulated into taking off with a stranger, which is the most at-risk thing. That's the pipeline into sex trafficking.
84% of reported missing children come from high-density areas, including Northern Virginia, the Greater Richmond area, and Hampton Roads. Hampton Roads makes up 1/3 of those cases alone.
Once we get into the summer months, they tend to be less supervised. They tend to go missing more often in the summer. Then it kind of drops off as they go back to school.
Tonight, there are hundreds of kids from Florida still missing.
And some even dating back to the 1970s. Investigator Mike DeForest takes a closer look at some of the cases and what is being done to find the missing.
Mabel Andrews is among 350 children currently reported missing in this state. More than 50 of those disappeared right here in Central Florida.
The longer those children are gone, the less likely it is we're going to find them. But it doesn't mean we're not going to find them either.
Robert Lowry is with the National Center for Missing and Exploited. Sadly, one of them, Ashlyn Bowman, was found dead in a wooded area of Volusia County. Police are still investigating what happened to her. Since June, nearly 20 new faces from Central Florida alone have been added to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children database.
Yeah, I never heard of a protest about all the kids that do go missing. It's a lot of kids that go missing.
And it's fucked up because it's kids, knowing they can't really defend for themselves, yeah?
So what you think is pushing this protest and this death, if it was a real death, so far, I'm just saying, I don't know for sure because I wasn't there. You know.
What was your question, sir?
How you feel about everything going on? Like, what do you think was the reason for this situation to be pushed so hard, for there to be like protests in like multiple states? This isn't like just protests in one state.
Yeah, this is the whole world at that. So I don't know. It's just, I don't want to get too deep into it. But I don't know. Is it something behind it that's pushing it harder?
See, I always think with the system,
is people finally waking up?
I also think that is going on, and I enjoy seeing that a lot too. How you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement?
I like it. It's something, but my question is, did a black man start it or what? So like it for me to really fully get behind it, like, did a black person like start funding this or what? Like, so how did it all really start? Because all I know, Black Lives Matter just popped up, but
yeah,
who actually pushed this or funded it so black people can be fucking heard? No, it's hard for us to be heard when.
Do you think that's the reason that they started it? Well, they saying that George Soros funded Black Lives Matter, the hashtag movement, not the actual process of, you know what I'm saying, black people, brown people, you know what I'm saying, protesting, but the actual hashtag, the t-shirt shit that we be saying. They say George Soros is the one that funded that movement. So,
all right, let me ask you this, because I don't really know who that is. I've heard the name, but is he black or white?
He's Caucasian.
Okay. So, this is what I'm going to say with this. Somebody might take him on, but a white man funding a black person's movement slash, how can I put this? Well, black person movement. Like, why isn't a black millionaire or whatever? Because I know there's plenty of black fucking millionaires out there that could have actually helped start, fund, and put behind this. And it's crazy. I don't want to get into it deep to it, but it's a lot of black millionaires they don't really fucking talk about. But that's a whole nother subject and topic. Yeah. But there's like, why is it that a white man put behind it? Why not an actual black, somebody big like him?
So do you think because of his nationality, like, do you think that's maybe the reason why Black Lives Matter protesters are popping up in all the states? In this, they had Ahmaud Arbery, the one guy, he got shot. Yeah, basically was like a lynching, they said. Yeah. I couldn't really tell that footage either. All these new cameras and the footages be great in these phones, and when I see Snapchat and Instagram, it's beautiful. But every time something fucking happens, they got the worst footage possible. A motherfucker can't keep their hands still.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I heard about it. I ain't watched the video because to me, honestly, I'm tired of seeing the shit across. Like,
you hear the two shots, but you don't really see the shots.
You hear it, but you don't see it. And then it's like...
And they was protesting locally for that one.
Yeah, but nah, they put up that nigga crib. Fuck that.
You talking about for the new one for George Floyd?
For both of them.
Oh yeah, and they had the police protecting him, which was obvious. I don't know why people were surprised. Yeah, people were surprised that the police was protecting the police.
But look how long it took for them police to protect him, because them people was outside his crib for like almost a day and a half, bruh.
Yeah, that nigga wasn't there.
No, he was there. He just wouldn't come out. And then
they do it time.
Every time he would order food, they'll pull up like, what's going on? They're telling the people to leave. Like that nigga wouldn't even have food. Then he finally came out. They knew they could have went been when that man goddamn house got him. Y'all go.
My thing is like
people house for anything else.
Y'all hit Target. They hit Target. They hit NBC or was it CNN in Georgia? Something.
Fuck, you know what? Hit everything that got to deal with some bullshit. CNN, Target, Starbucks, all that bullshit.
If it ain't no mom and pop shop, fuck them. They gonna get that shit back regardless. So I mean, whatever makes you feel better at the end of the day, like
they gotta show us this shit. That's what they wanted.
It's so much shit going on right now, and they forcing curfews. You know, they telling you to practice something, but they making you do it. It's not practicing. You're doing it. So I'm practicing social distancing. Nah, nigga, you doing it. It's not practice. You doing it. I don't understand that process either.
It's fucked up because I tried not to. But I mean, I gotta think about y'all. But me personally, I try not to. But after watching certain videos, shit just made sense to me. Like,
man, when you see these people talking like these presidential people and these like, you know what I'm saying, like the system, because they all got different names, Republicans, Democrats. I don't give a fuck what you call them. When you see the system talking, them motherfuckers don't be masked up.
Hell no.
They don't be masked up.
But then they telling us to mask up.
And then they're trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to force the mask and they're trying to force the curfew. Mm-hmm. But back to the protest shit though. What you think about the footages with random bricks being set up?
Bruh, they got them bricks, bruh. We are protesting. Shit crazy. Some random ass bricks, bruh. Ain't no construction. Ain't no construction, bruh. Just some random ass bricks sitting here.
This the setup.
They put them there on purpose,
y'all know
bro.
Where we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route.
Y'all know what building this is right here. Now. I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them bricks go to? Where do them bricks go to?
We gotta do better.
Ain't no damn construction.
Gotta do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no damn construction around here. You just gonna set a pallet of bricks right there. Oh, okay.
Listen, I did jury duty 3 months ago. Y'all don't keep no bricks right there. Do better.
Does that make sense? I don't know, man. That don't look right to me. That don't look right to me. Fucking bricks at a bus stop on Ventura Boulevard? The fuck is going? Everything down this whole entire boulevard is full of glass and full of stores and shopping. And you got a shitload of bricks right there. I don't know, you guys.
Are those fucking bricks? What the fuck are those?
Those look like bricks. Look, yeah, those are fucking bricks. What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
Fuck? What the 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 fuck?
They're collecting all the
what
loose
the
bricks so that the
fuck?
protesters don't fucking use them, dude. That's what they're doing. That, or they're doing that for undercover police officers that are getting involved in the protests so that they have an excuse to beat the shit out of people.
Like just piles of bricks just randomly.
I thought that was fucking odd. Like, why was just random bricks set up knowing people was
odd or obvious?
Obvious, fuck. It's obvious. Like, they out there protesting, all of a sudden, the next day, bricks and shit is like literally piled up, ready. Like, we know these motherfuckers about to use these shits.
Yeah,
and the fucked up part about it, fuck y'all. Fucking media.
Yeah, the
y'all
media
only
the worst.
putting out is black people. The whole fucking time it's half y'all motherfucking white people that's really doing this shit.
Yo, that shit crazy. They had the video footage with the dude in all black, but you could tell he's white and the black umbrella.
I seen
just
that.
walking through, knocking out
the
windows, and then just walked off. He didn't go in the store.
Like once they
knocked
approached them,
the shits the fuck out. They was like, "Who the fuck are you? The police?" Yeah. People driving in cars, white people handing out bricks and shit.
It's people. Crazy about that whole dude joint came out. His ex-wife knew that was him and said he was a cop.
The one that was handing out the bricks?
Nah, the one that was knocking out the windows.
Yeah, most of them are, but what they do it is like
she named everything.
A lot of this shit is like, it's not regular white people. You know what I'm saying? It's the agents. It's like that's working for the system, so it's easier to get a white person to go blend in, opposed from like getting a nigga, which is gonna be very standoutish if you got a nigga just out here randomly paying niggas to go do shit.
Facts.
Like
something not right about that. But yeah,
even though the other shit wasn't right, but they was more willing to take it from somebody else. Cause I mean, what they doing is they taking something good and they twisting the shit because it's a lot of unity going on right now, and that shit is dope as fuck. But what they doing is they trying to fuck it up and make it a race war, and it really ain't about race. It's just about the people.
It's about race.
It's about the people in the system.
Yeah, people in the system. It's also about race. You got your motherfuckers who actually really hate black people, bruh. Cause I know some white people who got family members that are like that. And it's fucked up to see that, and then you got your different branches after that, cause you really got
but that's the system, because that's really just ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really like to call it racist or racism. It's just ignorance. That's all that shit is, because it's taught. It's a taught behavior.
It's taught.
So,
but my thing is, what is it about us that y'all don't like so fucking much? That's all I want to know.
We dominate everything. I mean, it's fucking obvious.
But I mean, it's not our fault though.
And then when you got interracial shit going on, it's knocking the numbers down even more. So, you know, like, I know some white boys that I'm cool with, but you know, their numbers are still going down.
Yeah.
Down.
It's like, you can't be mad at us for the talents we was given at whatever we do.
Nah, it's just about control.
Man.
It's just about control. Because the thing is, they don't even care. It ain't even about just controlling us.
Controlling everybody.
They want to control everybody. They don't give a fuck what color you are. They don't give a fuck what color you are. The thing is about that energy. If you possess that energy, that's that shit that rock with them.
So like you said,
they gonna fuck with it because it's deeper.
Control.
It's deeper than the exterior.
So do you think that's why motherfuckers overseas don't like us, like other countries, like they leaders and shit don't like us because we trying to control instead of letting people have freedom?
Who is we?
I mean,
you have to define we, because I don't like. I was born here, but that shit wasn't by choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really like maneuvering in the system, but I have to the way everything is set up. So
we, as in the whole United States, you know how everything's about control.
Yeah.
And then you go overseas, you got other countries that have control, but it ain't as strict. It's like you got freedom, but it's like certain shit you can't do.
Yeah.
And you think other countries don't fuck with the U.S. because of that?
Nah, I think other countries just don't I think they just don't fuck with us because
bullies also.
Because they look at this country and the people that come from this country as bullies and as like. You can see the footage from people traveling. Like it don't matter what color you are. Like people in different countries, a lot of the time it's like the attitudes that come from over here is pretty disgusting. So they don't really vibe with it. Like they might open up, but then there's some disgusting shit. So it's always some in between shit. So that's why. And then you also get the diluted shit too from the news because it's not always that way. But then you got the news who only broadcast the bad shit. So then you got people from like. It's people that come over from Africa, but they don't even fuck with the niggas here.
Facts.
Like they hate. It's almost like they hate niggas over here. So I feel like that's a fucked up thought process too. But it's like that's the images that they get from the news and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh these motherfuckers is bad. Like they in the way, they gonna get you in trouble or some weird shit. So
and 90%. But I can't say 90. 50-50, 50 yeah, 50 no, because it's all in how you maneuver and do shit. Also, when you come over here.
Yeah.
So,
they all come here with a different perspective than we do being born here.
Yeah.
So, to them, they see it as like opportunity. To us, this shit is just, this shit. It is what it is. Like, we gonna get through. So, it ain't. It's different. We ain't like, oh, I want to make this much money and then move to fucking, I don't know, Guatemala or something. Like, nah, motherfuckers are like, I want to go vacation here and then I want to come back here. Like, it's not the same. So,
Guatemala.
It's not the fucking same. It is not. Shit is crazy out here right now. So, like, do you feel like, or how do you think they gonna do the curfews for every state? Because I know they've been giving a bunch of states curfews. So people been protesting and putting out all that good energy, and then they go right in as soon as it's curfew time. So.
And you want to know what's crazy?
So is that? How do you feel about that shit? For one, the curfew, and then for two, as far as protesters going into curfew and then coming back out again
and protest. And all right, so first of all, curfew is just for kids. Like kids running around. All right, it's a certain time you gotta get your ass in the crib. Why are you giving grown motherfuckers a fucking curfew, bro? Like for real, like a curfew, like. All right, cool, you protest. All right, I want you in the crib by 8 o'clock. Like, nigga, no! 8 o'clock, what do you mean? At 8 o'clock,
when the street lights come on, you take your ass inside.
Depending on who you dealing with, some people like to come out 8 o'clock, perfect time to come out.
If you ain't got no papers?
Yeah.
You can't come outside.
But that shit is stupid, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck the curfew. Fuck COVID. Fuck the mask bullshit. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, they really tried to force that shit.
Yeah, man.
But my thing is with the curfew, it's like some of these places didn't even have a curfew until the protest. So basically, it's like you could talk all this shit, but you need to take your ass inside. Yeah. Like, but before, you know what I'm saying, like. Some of the people was rioting, whatever the fuck they want to call it, looting. Same thing as robbing. I don't know why they switch words around to try to trick people. People rioting and looting. That shit is fucking weird. Y'all trying to say people was robbing and stealing, making it sound nicer. That shit.
White people terms.
That shit is crazy. They're out there looting. Yeah, I wonder who bust that shit the fuck open. But back to the curfew. How you get? I'm trying to figure out what is the message that the people are trying to get across. Like, and what do they want in return? Because I'm still confused.
What they want in return? Hold on, because man, I don't want to say the wrong thing. All right, so the point they're trying to get across to me is like they tired of cops killing innocent black people, period. They tired of the black killings, period. What they want, I don't know, because like what y'all, the protesting, the riot, they still not getting what they want, because they still gonna do it.
So when, I was gonna say, when people go outside and they say these things, and another person gets killed, then what? Then it's go back outside again and say we tired.
Yeah, like
we just every time somebody get killed, we just go say we.
Some gotta get.
We tired. We tired.
Right.
We tired. We tired. We tired. We tired.
Shit, as they would say, 400 years. We been tired.
It's always 400 years. It's fucking 400 years. I don't know. I wasn't in no slavery. My people was my family and shit. Wasn't in no slavery shit. So
I don't know.
I know they said it in the books, but I don't.
Yeah,
really know.
like, and then it's like what they say in the books. How much is true?
Yeah.
That's a whole other subject.
Yeah, that is.
But anyways.
Yeah, you can't believe everything. My thing is, like, if we know that the system lied to us in school, why the fuck would we believe everything they tell us now? That's my only thing. Like,
that's a good question, sir.
Like, everything they tell us should be fucking questioned. Like, I don't give a fuck if you want to believe it or not. Question that motherfucker. They've been lying to us. They're gonna continue to lie to us.
Look how long it took for them to literally take Christopher Columbus dead. Like,
they was talking about.
Like, really, bro? Y'all knew this bullshit this man did and all that. Y'all lied to us. And it took for motherfuckers in NAACP to really fight for that shit. Or some shit.
But that shit all fucking diluted too. I don't know. What all the fuck is this? People fucking fighting to twist one finger and to twist that finger. I'm like, this shit, the whole system needs to be redone. It needs to be removed. Stop trying to tweak one thing here, one thing there. Like, the whole thing needs to be removed. So until then, ain't no point of complaining about none of that other shit. You can just know that you live your life the best genuine way possible that you can. And you finesse the system however you can. You don't have to feel guilty. It's the system. It's a robotic system. Like, it's a system. Like, you don't have to worry about feeling guilty or bad. Like,
no.
That's what I was saying as far as like how I felt about the fucking quote unquote people robbing and stealing from stores. Like, don't hit the mom and pop shops, the people that's been grinding, you know what I'm saying, from the ground up. You fuck up the system shit. Don't fuck with these people. You fuck with them people over there.
Target, Walmart, Starbucks.
I don't know why Target. Target is it's by its name alone. It's a Target. So then everybody goes straight to the Target. Like, that shit doesn't even make no sense to me. Like, Target. All the precincts should have been the first thing hit. Like, when people really want to get shit done, that's when they gonna have to do shit differently. I don't know how. I don't know the ways. I don't know the ways. I'm just saying, Target wouldn't have been one of the places I would have been at. Like, so that's why for me, like, I'd rather just, you know, I support that kind of unity from over here. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd like to put work in. So for me, it's like when it's time for us to do something else, and then, you know, I'll be a little bit more visible. But until then, like, I'll go out and catch some footage and some photography shots. You know what I'm saying? To see the unity, everybody unified, because a lot more people are standing up. I seen a video of some like, it was a bunch of white people praying for some black people, and they was apologizing for what their ancestors had did. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was powerful. I just thought that shit was like something dope, because even though, like, it may seem fucking weird or like, you know what I'm saying, like they shouldn't be bowing down and apologizing.
No, I mean,
and shit,
they should
but,
be bowing down, but you know.
But that's some real ass respect shit where, you know, everybody that was in that room and around that time of that situation when all that was going on, them people was going to ride for all them other people that was on the other side doing the praying. You know what I'm saying?
It's like once you seen shit go split up and seen people true colors, how they really feeling, and the people who really standing behind the black people they tired of blacks being killed in their city, states, wherever it's happened that period. It's like, oh, so you want to side with them? All right, now it's gonna be ways we fuck with y'all and fuck shit up for y'all.
Yeah, it's no more being in the middle.
Yeah,
it's no more being in the middle. You have to. It's time to where you gotta pick a side now. Unfortunately, you gotta pick a motherfucking side.
On the whole cop situation, how you feel about when when people start saying like good cop, bad cop?
I feel like that's gang, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Good cop or bad.
Biggest gang there is.
Nigga, like, you got, I got homies I fuck with, homies I may not rock with as hard, like, but they gang, nigga. It don't fucking matter. Like, if you don't fuck with that gang, then don't be a part of it. Ain't no, I'm gonna join this gang and then I'm gonna be the good guy. Like, that's not how the shit works. Like, that's the shit that be pissing me off when I be seeing videos and then people be speaking and like, you might run into somebody in your community that's in a uniform that's nice for that particular situation. But that's it. Unless these are officers like these people that you grew up with your whole life, you know what I'm saying, and then they decide to be a cop in your community, that's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know this motherfucker personally, like you grew up with him, they decided to do it and police the neighborhood. Like, that's a little bit different. But most of them motherfuckers, they still don't want to police their neighborhood, so they go over to the next county. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think they don't want to police their neighborhood?
Yeah, because they already know what they're going to have to do. They already know what they got to do. So that way you can still keep your image. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker don't see you doing something, then they going to tell you anything.
Yeah.
Shit. And that goes for anything in life. Shit. But we all know, you got to trust that feeling, that gut shit. That shit deep down when you already know what time it is. You know what the fuck time it is. Everybody get that feeling. You already fucking know. Everybody does. I don't care what kind of situation, but when that shit hits, you know, you're like, oh shit, something felt weird. That's funny. That's fucked up. Like, that shit really fucking happened? I know that shit ain't happened. Then you start tripping and the inside, and then it's like, you like, nah. That shit won't nothing. Just try to brush past it. And then some other shit happen. Now, you know what time it is. We all know. So we just going to leave it at that. We all know what time it is, all right? So as far as music-wise, like, who you listening to music-wise, like, now, like, do you feel like it's getting any better from the last time? Like, now it's protests going on. Last time it was just the COVID was starting.
Like, for real, bruh. I'm sorry to say, music been disappointing me, man. Like, for real. Like, I haven't really been into it like I was at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I listen to certain artists, but it's like, right now I'm only listening to a select few. And then there's certain people that's starting to grow on me that I'm listening to. Like, it's a couple niggas I got put on to by my bros and shit that I didn't know about or heard them but never really listened to their music. And when I listen, I'm like, alright, I can fuck with this shit.
Yeah.
But, Sada Baby, couple niggas out of, I'm just starting to get hip to Sada Baby. Like, he had to grow on me, but I fuck with his music. Niggas out of Sauce Walker Camp, well, I fuck with him, but like, he got certain artists I fuck with.
Most of them down south artists?
Yeah, I'm like a down south person, so.
Alright. Shout out to all the down south artists out here still grinding through this process.
Growing
right
up,
now.
I guess Hot Boys, bro. Like, that's what I grew up listening to. So down
You
south.
listen to Lil Wayne? Do you still listen to Lil Wayne now? Do you listen to him on and off the mic? How do you feel about Lil Wayne off the mic?
Look, bruh. On the mic, I rock with Wayne. Off the mic, after that bullshit interview with Fat Joe, that nigga kind of pissed me off, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was wild. If you ain't seen that interview, go check out that
Please
interview.
go check it out.
Fat Joe got he got like a live podcast he be doing on Instagram now, but you know, people take the clips and shit and they still put them on YouTube, so if you don't catch it live, you can still go check it out. They got the interview up there with Lil Wayne, sat down with Fat Joe, and they was talking about everything that's going on now, and apparently he think that black people should be blaming themselves and we should be doing more because he got saved by a cop when he was little.
Like, nigga, first of all, you shot your goddamn self. Almost killed yourself. 2 inches from the heart. Nah, it's like, I laughed there, but it's fucked up. Like, no child should go through that, but like, nigga, you grown. Like, if we was niggas and something fucked up happened, like, at a young age, nah, we, like, it's fucked up. But nigga, we get older, we're gonna joke about that shit. Like, but him shooting himself ain't nothing to joke about. But nigga, like, come on, bruh. Like, how can you even say something like that?
Because nobody was there to even know if the shit was real or not. Never know what this shit.
We don't know.
Because when he first came out, I heard the stories. He had like just shot himself in like the arm or the leg.
Yeah.
But then when it started recently surfacing again, he hit himself in the chest. So why was you aiming the gun at your chest? That don't
why was you even pointed that way?
I don't know. I don't handle cameras like that.
He said,
I don't know. That's not what I would do.
But I mean, you've been like, I don't give a fuck. Well, he was what, 12, 11, 12 when it happened.
Yeah, 12.
Like, dog, you grew up in New Orleans, so you knew what the fuck guns was. You knew like young age shit. If a kid see this, you know what they, man. Come on, yeah, bro. You, like, but.
So do you support his statements now?
No.
You're not agreeing with what he's saying?
How the fuck can we do more? That's what I'm not understanding.
If we put more bodies in front of the bullets, that's what he mean by more. Cause that's
how many people we gotta sacrifice though to do that. Like, come on, bro. Like, for real. So do more. So you telling me niggas just be doing their own thing? Cop pull up, guns on already. What can we fucking do? What more can we do?
I guess we gotta figure out a way to like snap our skin to a different complexion like people.
Nah, Wayne pissed me off.
That shit was crazy, Lil Wayne. He was in the way for that shit. And then he tried to do a recovery joint on his little Tunchi. You know, Young Money got a podcast too on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he tried to recap himself on that shit. So y'all could check that shit out on there too.
Remember? If you don't remember, you wasn't there. Cause I don't be making shit up, I swear.